Do you ever wonder what your body is trying to tell you after 70? Aging doesn't happen overnight. It's not a sudden shift. It's a series of signals, quietly building over time. Some signs are easy to ignore. Others we chalk up to just getting older. But what if these little changes were actually clues? Clues that could tell you how well you're aging or how fast you're declining. In this video, we're going to explore 7 warning signs your body may already be giving you, and more importantly, what you can do about them. These aren't guesses. They're based on years of scientific research and real-life patterns observed in people who live longer, stronger lives after 70. Stick with me until the end because 1 or 2 of these signs might already be showing up in your life. And changing how you respond could make all the difference. Let's get started. Sign 1. Your posture is changing. Take a moment right now. How are you sitting or standing? Rounded shoulders? Stiff neck? Maybe a slight hunch in your upper back that wasn't there 5 years ago? Your posture is more than just how you hold yourself. It's a window into your spine, your muscles, your nervous system, and even your emotional state. Studies have shown that posture changes, like a forward-leaning head or slouching back, are directly tied to muscle loss, poor core strength, and declining bone density. Let's compare 2 seniors, David and Leo, both 76. David still stands tall. Years of daily stretching, light yoga, and awareness of how he moves help him stay aligned and confident. Leo, on the other hand, used to be just as upright, but now he leans on his cane more often. His shoulders curve forward. He struggles to look people in the eye without craning his neck. It didn't happen overnight, but small changes over the years added up. And now, walking even short distances feels exhausting. The good news? Posture can be corrected at any age. Simple habits like daily shoulder rolls, core strengthening exercises, and avoiding too much time sitting can rebuild your body's alignment. So, ask yourself, how are you holding yourself up today? Because the way you carry your body now might be shaping how you'll feel 5 or 10 years from now. Sign 2. You're losing interest in the things you once loved. Have you stopped doing something you used to enjoy without really knowing why? Maybe it's gardening, reading, painting, or even just taking a morning walk. You used to look forward to these moments, but now they feel like too much effort. Or maybe you just don't care anymore. This loss of interest is called anhedonia, and it's not just a mood swing, it's a red flag. While it can be tied to depression, it's also often a subtle sign of deeper health shifts. Reduced motivation can come from nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, chronic inflammation, or early cognitive decline. Let's take Helen and Patricia, both 79. Helen still wakes up with a sense of curiosity. She's always knitting, chatting with her grandkids, or trying out new soup recipes. Her calendar is full, not because she's busy, but because she's engaged. Patricia, though, has slowly stopped doing the things she loved. First it was skipping church, then it was skipping phone calls. Eventually, she stopped leaving the house at all. Her family thought she was just slowing down, but they missed what her body and mind were quietly screaming. Something wasn't right. If you've noticed your enthusiasm fading, don't dismiss it. Check in with your doctor, talk to someone close, and most importantly, take action. Because staying mentally and emotionally engaged is one of the most powerful tools for living longer and stronger. Sign 3. Your skin is thinning or bruising easily. Your skin is like your body's report card. It shows what's happening beneath the surface. Have you noticed more bruises on your arms or legs than you used to? Are small cuts taking longer to heal? Is your skin more fragile or dry? These aren't just cosmetic issues. Thinning skin can signal lower collagen production, poor circulation, or even declining nutrition. It may also indicate deeper concerns, like decreased immune response or side effects from medications. Take Ernest, age 81. He recently started noticing purple blotches on his hands that appeared out of nowhere. His doctor discovered it wasn't just age. It was a combination of blood pressure meds and low vitamin C levels. Then there's Alma, also 81. She takes collagen daily, stays hydrated, eats plenty of leafy greens and healthy fats, and does light resistance training. Her skin still looks aged, but it's resilient, strong, and heals quickly. The lesson: your skin is a mirror. If it's showing signs of stress, your internal health might be too. To strengthen your skin and your health, focus on getting enough vitamins A, C, D, and E. Eat healthy fats like avocados and nuts. And don't forget hydration. Your skin needs water just like your muscles and brain. Because how your skin looks and feels might be your body's quiet way of asking for support. Sign 4. Your reaction time is slower than it used to be. Have you ever tried to catch something that slipped out of your hand and missed? Slower reflexes may seem like a normal part of aging, but they're also a sign your brain and nervous system are lagging behind. Reaction time is your body's way of measuring how quickly your brain processes information and sends signals to your muscles. As we age, this connection can slow down, but the degree of that slowdown matters. Think about Charles and Ben, both in their 80s. Charles still enjoys driving short distances. He plays card games with his neighbors and likes testing his reflexes with simple computer brain games. He's sharp, responsive, and quick to laugh at a joke. Ben, however, has started dropping things more often. He fumbles with keys, feels unsure climbing stairs, and hesitates at green lights just a little too long. His reaction time has slowed, and so has his confidence. Slower reactions can increase your risk of falls, accidents, and even social withdrawal. But the good news: you can train your brain to stay fast. Try hand-eye coordination games, balance drills, or even reaction light boards if you have access. Keep your brain engaged. Read, play music, do puzzles. Staying mentally quick isn't just about memory. It's about maintaining your ability to respond to life. Because when life throws you a curveball, you want to be ready to catch it, not watch it pass you by. Sign 5. You're losing muscle without noticing. Here's a tough truth. After age 70, most people lose 3–5% of their muscle mass every decade, sometimes faster. And no, it's not just about looking strong. Losing muscle, especially if you don't notice it, leads to slower walking, poorer balance, and a higher chance of injuries. It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the most underestimated threats to senior health. Let's look at Marie and Doris, both 75. Marie does resistance exercises with light dumbbells 3 times a week. She also makes sure to eat enough protein and stays active. Her legs, though slimmer than before, are still strong and capable. Doris, by contrast, didn't think about muscle at all. She stayed thin but became frail. One day she stumbled slightly stepping off the curb and broke her wrist. The real issue wasn't the fall. It was the fact that her muscles weren't strong enough to protect her bones. Muscle protects your bones, it stabilizes your joints, and it helps you stay independent. You don't need a gym. Chair squats, wall push-ups, and resistance bands can do wonders. Pair that with protein-rich foods like eggs, fish, or meat, and you'll not only feel stronger, you'll be stronger. Because losing muscle silently is one of aging's greatest risks. But keeping it, that's your silent superpower. Sign 6. You're not drinking enough water. It might sound too simple to matter, but dehydration is a serious issue after 70. As you age, your body's thirst signals weaken. That means even if you're dehydrated, you may not feel thirsty, and that can lead to fatigue, confusion, headaches, constipation, and even higher fall risk. Meet Edna and Ruth, both 70. Edna drinks a glass of water with every meal and keeps a refillable bottle with her throughout the day. She's sharp, regular, and rarely complains about dizziness. Ruth, on the other hand, barely drinks more than a cup of tea and a sip of water with her pills. She often feels tired and sometimes feels lightheaded when standing up, but she never thinks to connect it to water. Mild dehydration in older adults is incredibly common and dangerous. Your kidneys, heart, and even brain all depend on hydration to work properly. So how much water is enough? A general rule is about 6-8 cups per day, but more if you're active or it's hot. Not a fan of plain water? Add lemon, cucumber, or mint. Or try herbal teas and water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, or soups. Hydration may be invisible, but the effects of not getting enough are anything but. Sign 7. You've stopped making future plans. Here's a sign most people overlook, maybe the most powerful one of all. Have you stopped thinking about next month, next year? Do you still make plans for things that excite you? A vacation, a hobby, a family get-together, even just next week's lunch with a friend. When people stop looking forward, it's often a quiet sign they've started giving up. It's not always conscious. Sometimes it's hidden behind phrases like, "we'll see," or "if I'm still around." But researchers have found that having a future-oriented mindset, setting goals, looking forward, making plans, is tied to longer life, lower depression, and better physical health. Take Bill and Samuel, both 79. Bill just booked a train trip with his brother. He's planning his garden for next season. He even signed up for a painting class in the fall. Samuel, however, keeps saying, "What's the point?" He doesn't think past the day in front of him. His world is getting smaller, and so is his health. The truth is, hope is powerful. It keeps your brain active and your spirit alive. When you plan for the future, you invest in the future, and that investment pays off in energy, mood, and even physical strength. So if it's been a while since you planned something that excites you, today's the day to start. Because as long as you're dreaming, you're still growing, and that's the best kind of aging there is. Now that you've heard all 7 signs, take a quiet moment to reflect. Have you noticed changes in your posture, your motivation, your skin, or your reflexes? Are you drinking enough water, maintaining muscle, and staying hopeful about the future? Here's the beautiful truth. None of these signs are final. They're invitations, reminders from your body and mind that there's still time to improve, to strengthen, to live fully. Aging isn't something to fear. It's something to engage with, intentionally, thoughtfully, and with courage. So what's one thing you're going to work on this week? Let us know in the comments. Maybe it's standing taller, drinking more water, laughing more, making that call you've been putting off. Your story could inspire someone else who really needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more wisdom and practical advice for living your best life after 70. You're not done growing, not even close. And we'll be right here with you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and remember, your strongest years can still be ahead.